Jeez, it's adding up fast. What's up, everybody? Wait a few minutes here. Let everybody get on. Motive Video, what's up?
What's up, guys?
What's going on? Trace back there with the old Slapwood shirt on. It's nice.
I love Slapwoods.
We're doing good tonight. Odom's greeting from Canada. Nice. Canada.
That's awesome.
Odom in the house. What's up, guys? Going to be a team leader. No, I'm not.
Hey, I mean,
you never know, I guess, but
caught an audible at the end.
Caught an audible. Well, so, I've got so many DMs and so many messages about this captain thing, so we thought we'd do like a last minute, live and kind of talk about it. So, it's different this year. As you know, no more NOLA, no more 405, no more Team Detroit, really. So you got some captains out there. Geez, I don't even know what to say. Like, Mike Murillo, 16-time winner. You got Justin Swanstrom, who's epic on social media. You got Ryan Martin, of course, who's going to kill it. You got Bodie, who's amazing in California. You got, who else do we got?
Who's on the list?
Who's on the list, the captain's list?
Already?
Yeah.
Swanstrom,
I talked about him. Oh, Sean Murdanova, he's going to be amazing. My favorite person, Disco Dean. So, here's the deal. I feel like they did this, to kind of, start some controversy, right? Because some people aren't going to want to be on some people's teams, and you don't get to say no. You don't get to. If you get picked on a team, that's your team. And so, there's going to be some people that are, probably not happy to be on a team. People that are happy to be on a team, and I don't know. A lot of people tell me I'm a first round pick, but I'm just grateful to even be here at Street Outlaws. It's a really big blessing to even be where I'm at right now. And so just the opportunity to be there. I mean, we did really well last year, as you all know. We finished 7th, Jim finished 6th. So we feel like,
That's the biggest controversy, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Will John and Jim be on the same team this season?
I'm going to say we probably won't be on the same team, dude.
Going to get separated on purpose?
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of planning behind that, just because.
A little bit of fear.
Yeah. I mean, you see where we came out last year. We started, kind of crushing the competition, and
exactly.
Jim got the program figured out, and the Howe Motorsports Hemis are running pretty quick.
Say what's up to Marcus.
What's up, Marcus?
He's your biggest fan.
I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Paradigm. Hey, aren't they working on my car tomorrow?
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Hey.
One of our favorite shops in Idaho. If you got a Subaru or an import, GTR, Paradigm Automotive are the boys.
Yeah. We love Brad from PPC, but if you're in Idaho, Paradigm is the way to go. Those guys do a great job. We trust them with all our stuff. So they've been great to us. So
everybody's being so nice in the comments.
Whoa.
I don't know how to deal with
no
this.
Drama comments today? So listen, I don't care what team picks me. I really don't. Of course, if Ryan Martin picked me, that'd be epic. If Lizzie picked me, that'd be epic. We feel like Lizzie's probably going to be one of the team captains in the running. Of course, we want Jim Howe to be that guy. And we're going to keep voting and try to get him there. But, we just don't know. So, I'd be happy with any team. There'll be more dramas in some teams than other teams, right? So
I was going to say, there's no team you can be unhappy with because they have to pick you.
No, and you get a chance to race.
The question is, and this is going to cause a lot of butthurt.
Okay.
When you get down to those last 2 and 3 people.
Well, they're not. So there's 32 of us get picked, and the other ones are not racing. They're just in a pool that we can pick from as the season goes.
Oh.
So let's say I don't get picked.
Wow.
Let's say that in the first 4 rounds that I don't get picked. So then what happens is I'm just in the bottom, and there's really no racing going on, and I can be brought up if they don't like one of their current picks after so long. And I don't know the exact details, but I think that, is it going to be loyalty, or is it going to be trying to win a championship? Is the 405 going to pick the 405? Is NOLA going to pick NOLA? Is, California going to pick California?
I know they're trying to break it up and shake it up, but at the end of the day, it might work, or you might end up with, the same.
So my opinion, right? I think Ryan Martin will try to build a team to win a championship. He's a winner, right?
He can't do anything else.
I think some of those guys in there I think they'll pick their buddies, and not
who's going to win.
Yeah. So I just have a feeling, right? And I'm not going to say who I think that is, but I just think that part of them, Lizzie's going to try to win a championship, right?
Yeah.
Ryan's going to try to win a championship. There's a few of them that I think are going to try to win a championship, and there's a few of them that I think will, pick who they think is fast or who they want to be fast or who their friend is. And so, when we first posted this, when we first talked about this, Jim Howe's on the
Jim
phone.
Howe's calling me right now.
Whoa.
We're gonna get him live. Let's see.
Yeah, tell him to get on live.
Okay.
Jim, get on live with us.
Jim, what's up?
What's up, man? I just hung up the phone.
Oh, we're on live. Why don't you just request in and let's chat?
Where do we do it at? Where am I going?
Instagram.
Instagram.
If friends stick with friends, they'll probably lose. Kinsey Shark, you are probably the most smartest lady right here on this post. Absolutely. Like, is it going to be feelings or is it going to be friends? Is it going to be trying to build a team, or is it going to try to be, hey, keep my friends in the running, or keep my person that helps me fund my program? Like, some of that I get, right? But
business is business.
Business is business. At the end of the day, my job and Jim's job is to go out there, win every finals, and win a championship, right? Mm-hmm. Now, of course, that's probably not going to happen, but that's our job.
You request go live.
Go live. Whoa!
Let's get Jim hopped in here.
Come on, Jim.
It's being slow on us.
Doesn't like us.
Oh.
Whoa, hey! What's up, dude? What's going on? I was just having a discussion with the fans about, are you going to vote with your head or your heart, right?
Whoa.
Are you going to...
That could be a t-shirt.
Hey, there you go. Are you going to vote and pick a team with your head and try to win a championship, or are you going to vote your buddy in or your teammate from the previous year that sucks or whatever? So maybe take off on that a little bit. What do you think?
Well, I think that there's some diamonds in the rough that are out there that a lot of people don't realize, and I think with the right team behind them, they could be superstars for sure.
I agree.
That's a good point.
I also feel like a lot of guys, like, if you're planting a garden, everybody starts with the same seed, but not everybody raises the same garden. Mm-hmm. So I feel like a team captain and a team leader can make a difference in a team as a whole, because, at the end of the day, it's $250,000 that's on the line, and we all want to go out there and win, but the problem is some people can't get out of their own head long enough to, like some people won't pick somebody because it might overshadow them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's some of these captains who won't pick somebody because, like, well, I don't want to pick him because he'll make me look bad. And those are the guys that are going to get eaten in this deal.
Those are the guys they should be picking to win and build an epic team to win the championship, Jim. That's how it should go.
Yeah. They're going to get eaten like yesterday's lunch.
Yeah.
In this deal by picking their friends or by, just like, and sadly, there's going to be some feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be some guys who have their feelings hurt, and that's a bad deal.
I also believe that some of these team captains are not going to choose who people think they're going to choose, or their friends, or their current teammate, or who was their teammate last year.
There's going to be a lot of friendships to get hurt.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's going to be an exciting deal. It's going to be a long road. These next 6 weeks is going to be, something that is unreal. People are going to get sick of seeing me post about it, but, it's what we have to do.
Yeah.
Not only for ourselves, but for the brand as a whole, because we want, there's still people on our social media pages who don't even realize what happened last year. Like, they know Ryan won the championship, but they don't know who's who. They're still people that were at the top of season 2 are still at the top when some of those guys, couldn't bust a grape the last.
Yeah. No, I think that there's a diverse team. The captains, they're coming from every different angle. You know what I mean? And so Justin's great on social media, and he's gonna make a huge splash. Ryan's the winner, right? Caleb,
Real quick, how many teammates per team? Somebody just asked. That's a good question.
5.
5 teammates. So that's captain plus 4. He's going to space.
See, I heard it was 4, but Jim's gonna know better than me. Because I heard it was 4 teammates and then the rest of them.
So go to 5 per team.
5 per team. Okay.
Go to 5 people per team.
So there's 40 people in, and then the rest are kind of explain what's going to happen, Jim.
Your audio's freezing up. I don't know if it's on.
You're freezing up on us. You're spinning.
We're both spinning.
Yeah.
Spinning?
Maybe.
You're spinning.
Anybody in the comments? Are we having connection issues? Do we need to speed something up?
Speed something up. Jim keeps freezing on us.
Yeah, I'm watching on this one.
Yeah. You keep freezing on us, Jim.
How's that?
That's better. So explain to the fans what happens, because there's going to be more than 40 people on the show, right? Explain what happens if you don't get picked.
All right, so and I don't have all the answers yet. Like Discovery's told us kind of the cliff notes, and you know how the show is. They don't want to put everything out there because they like to leave some suspense. But basically, so there's 32 drivers in the Invitational, and if you have 5 drivers and 8 teams, that's 40 drivers. So that means that 8 of those drivers aren't going to make the cut somewhere. They're going to be put into the reserve pool. Like they're going to be in the, riding the bench, so to speak. And then at some point during the year, you would have an opportunity to pull one of your guys out of the team and grab one of your reserves.
That's gonna hurt so many feelings.
It's going to make some good TV, that I promise you,
Oh, man.
But, yeah.
If you got a good strong team and your 5 guys are all badasses, but maybe all 80 of your guys get in. In other words, like you got a strong team, maybe all 80 of you are in the Invitational, and so that's not an issue. But there's going to be some teams, because there's no possible way it won't be. There's going to be some teams who might only have 3 who are in the Invitational. There might be a team that only has 2 that are in the Invitational.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So then, at that point, the team captain is going to be like, wait a minute, man, like you 3 suck. So I need to bring some guys off the bench.
Well, yeah. And this is what I think happens, right? The cream rises to the top, right? If you look at the last few years, the same guys are fast. You look at us last year, we rose to the top, right? The cream always rises to the top. No matter what they change on its blower speed, tire, whatever we have to change, the cream always rises to the top. Jim's been testing these cars. These cars are wicked fast. I mean, we feel like we haven't lost anything this year we changed the blower speed, we changed the tire size, and the way Jim's been testing and working on these cars, and those new Howe Motorsports Hemis are killing it. We feel like we're just as fast as we were last year. I mean, you got the data, but we've spent all this time testing, and we've spent all this time building this race program, and I know a lot of people that haven't. So, we feel like, last year we came out, I was at the 2nd race, you were at the 5th race. I mean, if you back up and do the math, if we added those races to our repertoire, we would have killed it, right? We would have finished way higher than we did. So
Here's something that's super funny. And when I first seen, and I mean no disrespect to anybody, but when I first seen the team captains that were chosen, I was like, wow. Like, there's a couple of those guys I was kind of surprised that they picked them as team captains. And I want to go out on a limb and I'm going to say this. There is going to be 1 or more teams whose team captain
will not
make the Invitational.
I promise you. Yeah. That is going to be interesting, dude. That is going to be interesting.
So then, okay, maybe they all do. Maybe they all make the Invitational, but okay, is a team captain going to pull himself out because one of his reserves is a faster guy? Let's take this as an example. Let's say that Captain A, I'm not going to name any names, so Captain A, he's out there, he's in the Invitational, but he's getting his head kicked in every single week. Like, this dude can't win a round, but he's out there, he's in the Invitational. But over on his bench, in the reserve pile, he's got Nate Saylor.
Who is a monster.
Yeah, let's say you've got Nate Saylor riding the bench over there. Or, let's look at it a little bit more. So, maybe he's got something else now. Stan is, shoot, Caleb Morton's partner.
Yeah.
The guy that,
Not Giuseppe. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. That car's fast.
Brindle.
Stephen Brindle.
yeah, so Stephen Brindle, let's say Stephen Brindle's in the reserve pile for this team. Well, Brindle is capable of going out there and winning rounds. So is one of these team captains going to sit back and be like, wait a minute, man, I suck and I need to pull Brindle out, pull myself out? Like, think about
The good thing is we need that pride, and we them not to do that because it just makes it easier on us, right? So, there is some of that too. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that we're better than anybody else, but we've spent this whole offseason building this program and getting these cars just as fast as they were last year. We're not skipping a beat, right? You have put in the dedication to make this program to be the number one program this year. And so, barring, me and making some driver mistakes like I made last year, which I feel like I'm past, we anticipate doing fairly well this year. And so, the more team captains that suck, that leave themselves in, it's just easier for us. So it's going to be very interesting to see, if the team captains really believe they can go for the 250, if they're going to put a team together, or they're just going to pick their buddies or their old teammates and still run their same program. And a lot of that stuff will be apparent, June 2nd, I promise you.
Yeah, it's going to be a neat deal. And then you've got, if you look at the whole structure of this thing, you've got that caveat in the rules that says they can readjust the rules after 3 races. So, like right now, I've got I've got a plan, and we're going out with our plan that we've been testing.
Mm-hmm.
But what we haven't been talking about is plan B that we've been testing. And whenever, when they go out and they kick these rules in the head, because we've stumbled on something that maybe is better and they decide to penalize us, then by God, on race number 4, they're going to see us show up with something different. They're going to be like, what the hell just happened?
We've spent a bunch of time preparing, making sure we're ready for this year. You did a huge favor for me last year and put me in your spot, so my car came out first. Your car was 5 races late. You finished 6th. I was 2 races in. I finished 7th. Like, if we would have kept that momentum going, who knows where we would have finished. But, we didn't, we ran this winter and this off season like we were racing for $10 million this year. And we've spent the time, you've spent the time at the shop, you burnt, these new Howe Motorsports Hemis are killing it, right? We're making stupid power.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've seen, I watched you sent me the data from the test times, like it's unreal. So, we did our homework, we did our job. We feel like we're going to go out and be on top. It's going to be interesting to see how this thing unfolds, because the other thing is, I know that you can't turn down a team. So if you get picked for a team, Disco Dean picks me for a team. Well, we'll have a little fun, right? But it's a TV show about racing. So is part of it, I feel like, is they want a little bit of drama. They want a little action, right? Because let's say you get chosen by driver X and driver X sucks and you're out there winning rounds every race, Jim. I mean, what are you going to do when you come back and they're on camera? You're going to be like, come on, guys. We did our job. We did our due diligence. We got these cars fast. Why haven't you? We all have the same opportunity to be fast. So that's going to be creating a little bit of drama, a little bit of animosity. So I think it's going to be interesting, man.
Yeah. And for me, it's like I've told everybody, it's my job is to get these cars in the winner's circle.
Yeah.
And as long as it's got my name associated with it, it doesn't matter what team it's on. The GTR is going to get thin to make the fastest pass it can make down the lane it's in, and it doesn't matter if you're sitting next to me or next to a teammate of mine and we're on separate teams. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that car is an extension of me. And so whether I'm driving it or not, it doesn't matter. And, I guess that's probably going to cause some drama too, because if I'm on a different team and I've got you out there kicking ass and you kicking on my other teammates' asses, then, my teammate's going to be like, man, I can't believe you just set him up to beat me. And then I'm going to have to say, well, maybe you need to work on your
Yeah, maybe you need to work on your program, because we did, and John did.
And here's the thing. You guys, when you went head-to-head last year in Ohio at Summit Raceway, your teammates, you were both in it for the points, right? and you took it home and won it, Jim. But when you guys raced, what was it, third round, second round?
Yeah.
You guys both put it all on the line as teammates when there weren't really teams.
Yeah.
So that just shows me that you guys, you're not just talking here.
No.
You know, you're willing. You're willing.
I beat you a couple times. You beat me a couple times. But when the cars ran flat out and we left the line together, you beat me by what? 2 inches? Like if you see that video.
Yeah, it was like 001, 1,000ths or 2,000ths margin of victory. But I mean,
that's how fast. Yeah.
Because we see it. Like I mean, you know, you see the time slips. I mean, the cars run really, really close together. So on any given day, one car could be faster than the other one.
Yep.
And that's how. I mean, that's the only way I'm going to have it. I don't know how to do it any other way. I'm not laying down regardless. No. And you know, a win for the blue car is a win for me, and so it doesn't matter.
That's a pretty good question, actually.
What if you, hey, Street Outlaws spoilers, that's a good question. What if your helping job pisses off your captain and he puts you down in reserves?
I hope he's got good medical insurance.
Yeah, I hope the motherfucker fight, right? That's where we're at there. Yeah. Oh, Kevin, good question. That is pretty funny, though. That's actually a great question. I hope he can fight. Well, a lot of loyalty, a lot of what Street Outlaws have done is going to show people a lot about people. You know what I mean? So you're going to learn a lot about a human. You're going to learn a lot about each individual racer, and you know the people you think are amazing or not amazing. You may come to find out this is different. So you know they've done a really good job at making it's going to show you who a lot of these people are.
Yeah. And, you know, I mean, it's so weird. I've got haters out there, John. They might actually hate me when the year's over.
Haters? I got haters emailing my fan stuff, emailing my teammate stuff, emailing my sponsors stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I got the best haters. The best part of that stuff is everybody knows, right? We laugh about it. We love it. Like I've always told you, haters made me famous, right? And with that comes all the stuff. And so we love those haters that go out and send emails, that send documents, that do all this. Like it's our favorite part, right? And we love that. And we laugh and we talk about it all the time. Yeah. So you know, we feel like we're going to dominate this year. The cars themselves, and you set us up to be successful this year. And I don't see, barring driving stuff or an accident or something like that, I feel like we'll end up toward the top.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What?
The ego show. Nice. Appreciate you.
That's what it's going to be this year.
Oh, the ego show.
The whole season. That's what it's going to be.
I don't know. I mean, I do think a few of them, like I said before, Jim is going to try to build a winning team. Some of those captains are about their business.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I promise you, Ryan Martin is looking at how to build a championship team, and he's very calculating. I promise you that's what he's doing.
I get questioned every day in my DMs, will Ryan Martin pick a 405? And listen, if you do pick a 405, it's got to be Jeff Lutz. He's consistent, he's fast, he knows how to win, he's on that 34.5 already, right? But is he going to pick a 405? We don't know.
Ryan's going to pick the guy that is best suited for him that round. That he's like, if he's first draw, he's going to pick the guy he feels like can run. Because there's more to this than winning one round or winning one race. You also have to pick people who have the ability to finish the season.
Make every race, have the extra parts to win every race, have the extra parts if your car breaks during, midway through, round number 2 or 3. Can you fix it, get back on the road for 4 and 5 and win an invitational?
Yeah, because if you look at our schedule, we got 5 back-to-back in the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, then we got a little break, and then we got a couple in the middle. And the end of the season, that's 6 in a row.
Yeah.
6 in a row that are back-to-back from the East Coast to the West Coast. So not only does your race operation have to be right, your rigs have to be right, your crew has to be right. Like for me, looking at what I'm going to do as a team, I'm not only looking at who's fast, but I'm looking at who showed up and who's got the ability to this thing is going to be a marathon.
And I know I've heard some. I know Cody Baker's not coming this year, which is sad, but I heard there's some other people that won't be back this year. So I don't know exactly. Would it be smart for the captains to pick the guys with the same power adder? When Jim said that, the first thing that went through my mind, and I didn't say it, which I should have, was, Ryan runs a Pro Charger. Jim, you think Ryan would pick people that are fast with a Pro Charger so they pull the same data, it helps their program? What do you think about that?
I'm thinking that Ryan and Steve Petty and that bunch that is responsible for Ryan's tune-up, Ryan's got all the information he needs to put his car down the racetrack.
So he
doesn't need to rely on another Pro Charge car for his own data. The question is, would Ryan share his data with his teammates? That's and I don't know that because I do my own thing, and I've never once went to Ryan and said, "Hey man, will you show me your data?"
So maybe Ryan's going to pick people that doesn't have a Pro Charger, so he never has to worry about that, or never has to get questioned of, "Hey, how did it run? How did it?" There's a lot of ways to look at this thing, not just, "Hey, let's pick the same power adder," but maybe for Ryan, it's, "I don't want somebody that's got a Pro Charger. I don't want them asking me about this. I don't," you know what I mean? So there's another way to look at it too.
Right. Well, at the end of the day, you're a team captain leading the team. It doesn't mean you got to go do the work for them.
Yeah. So let's say this. Let's say, we're going to push you on everything we got for the next 30 days. We want Jim to be a captain. Yeah, that'd be epic. I'm not even saying you could pick me because I don't even know if I'd be there. I mean, everybody says me and you are going to go first round. So, let's say you do win team captain and you were number 8 to pick. Who knows if I'll be there by then? You know what I mean? So, would you pick everybody with a black belt, or would you pick who you think would, kind of answer your...
I'm going to pick the ones that I think are the most capable left in that round to win the most rounds. So if I'm, say I get number 8 pick, so there's already been, say I'm captain and I'm the last guy on the draw to pick somebody, then I'm going to pick out of the 30-something plus racers that are left, I'm going to pick the one who I feel is going to be the most competitive round to round to round. And I don't care if he's got a Volkswagen Bug motor under the hood, a nitrous motor, a turbo motor, whatever it is. It doesn't matter to me because, like, Jeff Lutz has got a turbo thing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm turbo stupid. I've got a turbo car, and I don't claim to be a tuner on it. Like, that's why nobody ever sees it. But I'm gonna get it right, and that's why we're working on it. But that being said,
Jeff Lutz going to make every race, and Jeff Lutz is fast. Jeff Lutz knows his program. Jeff Lutz can be ready between rounds. Not just fast, but you're looking at 5 or 6 reasons why that guy should be chosen. Yeah.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter that I know anything about his program, but I do know that he's fast, he's a good driver, he can cut a light, he knows how to negotiate the racetrack, he can handle the car, he's going to show up at every race, he is going to put 100% effort in to make the next race. I mean, hell, we were at Maryland, and he ripped the parachutes off the back of his car, and had parts come in overnight just to fix it for the Maryland race. That wasn't an NPK race.
It was. We know his drive. Yep.
Yep. He could have actually just said, "Man, I'm gonna head on back home," which wasn't far.
Yeah.
And said the season's over for me. But no, he's a racer, and him and his son, they worked and got it done, and so that showed me the kind of racer that Jeff really is, and so. It's guys like that. I want people that have heart.
Yeah.
And I want people that have drive, but they also can't be a dud. Like, you can have the guy, you can go to the bar and find the guy that's got the most heart and the most drive, but you don't know, he can't handle himself in a bar fight. He's not the guy I want on my team. I want the guy that can handle himself in a bar fight.
Yeah.
I don't want the guy that's just got heart.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
And,
so I think it's going to be interesting.
We gotta have
I've got so many DMs and so many people message me like, whose team do you think you'll be on? Or, is it going to be bad if you and Jim get split up? No, it won't be bad. Jim already said how we're going to run our programs. He's associated with my car. I'm associated with his car. When those 2 cars, the blue or the orange car goes up, we're going to knock your heads off. And so it's going to be interesting to see, that June 2nd is going to be an epic day. I could say that. Yeah.
So.
Not everything works out like it's supposed to. I look back at the beginning of last year, and my car wasn't there, but you were there. Okay, Murder Nova had to race his way prime example. Lizzie didn't do nowhere near as good last year as she did season 4. It just goes to show you that some of the baddest racers can have an awful season, and you might pick a stellar team, but they might bump their toe. You know what I'm saying? And so you don't ever know what that's the glory in all this. It's going to be a real interesting turn of events, because if you take it in a team captain's deal, and let's say that Murder Nova, who is the captain going into this year, but let's say that he wasn't a captain and he came out and he had a season like he had last year. Well, he'd have been one of the first picks last year. You see what I'm saying? Like, somebody would have picked him immediately because it's Murder Nova. But then he goes out and struggles, and that happens. Like, I've had those seasons too. I've had seasons where I couldn't buy a round. So he goes out and struggles, and the team captain puts him on the bench. Like, think about that for a minute.
Love you, Miss Molly Odom. Oh, my cousin's on there. I said, love you, Miss Molly Odom.
I promise you that that's going to happen. Like, somebody, it might be me. Hell, they might pick me and think I'm going to do good. I may bump my toe and go out and get my ass kicked and be right on the bench.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's the thing. So you just don't know. But, you know, if you pick off what you know from last year, you know, we kind of, you know who the top 16 guys are. You know what I mean? You know who the first 2 rounds are going to be. So, I mean, does me and Jim magically or somehow want to be on the same team? Absolutely. Do we care if we're not? If we're not, no, we don't care. I love Jim. I love Jim. He's one of my best friends. He's my teammates. You know, we've gotten really close over the years. But when I pull up to the light, I'm trying to knock your head off. And as you're trying to do the same thing to me, right?
I'll say this for sure. They put us on, and I'd be willing to put a wager on this. You and I are on the same team. That team will win the $250,000 this year. I'll put money on that.
No, we definitely have. We definitely agree on that. So we're not talking out our ass. We're talking about the time we've put in, you've testing, the time we're putting into this program to make it fast, the way we've done these motors, the way, you know, we overlay the graphs from when you were running to what we were running last year, even against Ryan Martin. I mean, the graphs are the same, if not faster. And we got the blowers turned down, we got smaller tires. I mean, we have spent a ton of time, you have spent a ton of time researching this stuff, putting the right parts, the right program together, and getting this thing, you know, I always say this, you're one of the baddest, you know, blower tuner on the planet. Like, you know, those cars came out, and at the end of last year, they were doing something epic. And so, you know, we have just added on from there, and we've made a few changes, and I feel like we're going to have a great year. So, you know, here we go. Let's try to get Jim being a team captain. And so,
vote for Jim.
Vote for Jim. Vote for Jim. Vote for Pedro.
I was going to say, we need to get shirts made.
Yeah, vote for Jim.
And, you know, here's the way I look at it. Joe Biden won the election from his basement. Surely to God, I can do better than what we're doing right now.
You can win it from your living room.
You can live it from your living room, right? But yeah, we're going to make some posts. We're going to make some videos. We're going to put it out. We're going to put it out on our story every day, probably starting from here out. Vote for Jim. So, we need to come up with a
It's just going to be vote for Pedro, but it's going to say Jim.
Yes, I think I got that shirt in my closet.
I don't know how many people are going to get that, but
yeah, well,
we're from Idaho.
We're from Idaho. So, well, hey, thanks for coming on. Like I said, it was a last minute live, but we were excited to do this, and you know what? Let's see how it goes, and I'll see everybody on June 2nd and 3rd. And thanks for being fans. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for following. And me and Jim love you. Have a good day. Also, Lizzie Musey, praying for you. We love you too.
Yep, thanks. All right, guys.